Welcome, young trainer. Are you looking for a healing machine? Come to my cabin of mystery. So far away from any civilization that no one will hear your screams. Pretend I didn't say that. Take off your shoes, please. I'm sorry, I know, I have this whole thing about shoes. Please, take a seat, and while I charge the healing machine, let me tell you a tale. A tale designed to get you to subscribe! I call this one The Elusive Starters. It was like any ordinary day. I was playing some Minecraft when it hit me. I don't have a war turtle yet. How do I not have a war turtle? Wait, how many of the starters am I Oh, I've neglected my Pokemon duty. You see, I've been spending so much time building and battling and role-playing here on the server that I have neglected the Pokemon task, and that is to be the best that there ever was, and gotta catch them all, right? And I have not been catching them all. I did spend some time a few episodes ago trying to finish the entire Johto Dex, and we have done that, at least for version 1.6 that we're on now, and there's new Pokemon every update, or new Cobblemon every update. But that made me realize that I have neglected some of the other regions and some of the other Pokemon that I really need to catch, including some of the starters. So today we're going to be tackling the starters. And their evolutions, of course, because I'm not going to be a Pokemon master unless I catch all the starters, which are, there's some of the, like, ultra rares and or super rares in Cobblemon. They're kind of hard to get, but we're going to try our best. I've made a little preparation area over here so that we can see which Pokemon we're going to need to hunt down in order to level up and get all of their evolutions and fill up the dex. First of all, we have the Gen 1 over here, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander, and I do have a Squirtle and a Charmander, but I don't know if I've leveled them up all the way. And I'm missing Bulbasaur, which is one of my favorite starters, if not my favorite. Yep, the Johto ones we've got covered. And then next up, the Hoenn Trio, Trico, Mudkip, Torchic. I don't have a Trico or a Mudkip, so I have a feeling it's going to take me a while to hunt some of these guys down. Piplup in the Gen 4 I don't have. Snivy in Gen 5 I don't have. We've got all the Generation 6. We've got almost all the Generation 7, just need a Litten, and I've actually seen those around, just haven't caught one yet. Then we've got the Generation 8, Grookey, Sobble, Scorbunny. I see Scorbunnies around here a lot, but Grookey and Sobble I think are going to be a little bit harder to get. And then Generation 9, Quaxly, Sprigatito, and Fuecoco. I've got all of those. And back when I was trying to get Totodile for my Generation 2 or Johto Dex video, this took a long time, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we're able to catch everything without a problem, and hopefully pretty quickly, because I want to be the very best there ever was, but I want to do it quickly, because I don't have unlimited time here. And we're going to need a few things to get started. First of all, to level up the Pokemon, we're going to get some experience shares to give levels, and since I've got Apothecary here on my team, who has Spore to put the Pokemon asleep, what's really going to be useful is these Dream Balls. Now, they do take a diamond to craft. However, they are very good. The catch rate is very, very high if the Pokemon is asleep, and I think they look really nice too. And trust me, I don't have a diamond problem. So we're going to be using that, and also, of course, we're going to need a PC. So I'm going to pick up some Pokemon that I need to evolve, and let's just go in order, I think. Well, some of these we're going to share some commonality, like Trico and Bulbasaur are probably going to be found in the same biome. And so, young trainer, the story goes, JB started organizing some boxes, seeing which Pokemon he was missing, and giving some XP shares, catching that war turtle that was pestering him earlier, and eventually started evolving the starters that he already had to their final evolution, before realizing that there were 8 starters left to obtain today. Oh man, my first starter spawn of today. Where you go? Where are you at? There it is, Piplup. Now this is going to be one of the easier ones to get, probably, because it is like the only ultra rare spawn in the frozen ocean biome. So hopefully this won't be that bad. The other ones might take some time. It's Eepee. Okay, one down. And now that I've got this one, oh, we can evolve it. But I'm gonna wait. We will give it this little Eepee. Oh, okay, that's cute. Let's give it an XP share so we can level it up. next one, before we head to the jungle biome to get all of the rest of them, because so many are found in the jungle biome. Wait, this is a wild palafin. 0 to here. What the heck? The next one, I'm going to go to a shipwreck cove, I think. Fish in a shipwreck cove for mudkip. We can either do that, or we can run around a swamp or fish in a swamp. So those are our options. Are you still paying attention, trainer? I hope so. Because next, jblader live streamed. I realized the other day that I probably have a bunch of new views. Oh, we got it. Oh, we got it. Okay, that only took like 20 catches. That could have been way worse. All right, come on. Oh, let's go. I decided to go to a jungle biome, and I flew around for a while trying to find the perfect one that was kind of flat that I could set up a minecart rail around, because I'm going to be setting up a minecart rail in order to unload and load chunks while not burning through food. While doing this though, I actually found a shiny, I found a few scissors, and I also found a snivy, which I put in a boat so I wouldn't ruin my streak, even though I ruined it by catching this shiny Bellsprout. If you want to watch me work on this stuff and listen to me and Pete Porpy app about random things from Five Nights at Freddy's to politics, well, you can watch the stream here. But I'm back now, and the walkway that I'm standing on is all done, which means we can put rails on it, and then I think something else I'm going to do is go around here and clear some more areas for spawn. I also have this light mod on that shows where things can spawn and where they can't as far as hostile mobs, just so I can AFK overnight and hopefully not lose my life for it. Oh yeah, there's a pincer down there I need to catch at some point, and now that I don't have a streak, well, I can catch a pincer and get another Pokemon in my Pokedex. Okay, guy, you're about to go to sleep, and once you're eepy, you're getting in the Dream Ball. Got him! First try, a new pincer and a Pokemon added to the dex. So yeah, if you put Pokemon in boats, they don't despawn, and when I'm streaking for Pokemon, or when I'm trying to get a bunch of Pokemon in a streak for the Cobblemon Unchained, then that will allow me to, you know what? I haven't explained Cobblemon Unchained yet. So we have a mod on the server called Cobblemon Unchained, and if you're unfamiliar with it, it's kind of like the chaining mechanics that are in the Gen 4 and 5 games. So basically, every time we run into a Pokemon, we can knock it out or catch it, of course, and if we knock it out, then it will say that we have defeated one of one Pokemon. You see there, count 1, streak 1. Every time it goes up, our shiny rates for that Pokemon go up, and it caps out about, I think, like over 100, so we'd have to knock out a lot of Pokemon in order to get that streak going. However, after we defeat a few of the same Pokemon, their spawning rates increase, so we can always just increase the spawning rates, hopefully, and find more of the same Pokemon in order to continue chaining. Now, how do we get their stats higher? Well, whenever you catch a Pokemon, you also will get a catch streak, and when you get to 29 or 30 of a catch streak, their IVs are, you're guaranteed basically to have 4 or 5 perfect IVs. So by doing a catching streak and then combining that with a knocking out streak, you can guarantee yourself a good IV'd shiny. You're just going to have some patience because it could take you a while. In fact, some of my server mates like Callie and Vert have been chaining shiny Pokemon, so if you want to know more about it, I recommend going and checking out their video. But while I'm running around and setting up the minecarts, I'm going to be streaking and basically shiny catching some Pokemon of my own over here. I just have to decide which Pokemon I want to do. Probably should be a common spawn, so that it doesn't take me too long. And probably should be a Pokemon that I actually want to use, right? Oh, I can go catch this Snivy now. I put it in a boat down here. Level 30 Snivy. Let's catch it. Oh, first try. And another starter down, which means just like, what, 4 more to go? 5 more to go? Oh, do you guys hear that? Do you guys hear that? Shiny sounds? Another shiny Mankey. So this is, ooh, it's pretty good. So this is how my server mates get all the shinies. They ride around in little minecarts. And there was a Servine over here too. I think I'm gonna pass on the Servine though. Yeah, there it is. No harm, no foul. It's gonna take a lot of mobs to really damage the cap of mobs in here. It's gonna take a lot of boats. Well, I'm also working on this rail system, right? And I have some ideas of how I can optimize it. And one of the ways I think I want to do this is using cobwebs to slow the track at times so that you can force load more mobs. Because basically what you want to do is like run to a new area. So like, let's say I run over here to this specific area right here. And then I want to just sit here until there's like basically 15 to 20 Cobblemon spawning. You see about every second there's a new Cobblemon spawning. There and there and there and there and there. Yep. So we're gonna basically wait here for like 15 seconds, and then, okay, I think we've kind of hit all the spawns that are gonna be within the 40 block radius of me, and then I want to exit that radius and load a new one. And so if I have these little cobweb stations about every 50 blocks, then I can optimize the amount of spawns per travel time, I think. That's the theory anyway. This may not work at all. Also, you can tell that I've been putting fences up, and that's just to stop things from blocking the oh my gosh, look at that, a Snivy. So, I gotta find some cobwebs, and I also need to set up a nether portal so that I can get back to the overworld, or the main base, because we're pretty far away. So, I'm gonna do that. Let's see if I can't get some cobwebs to work. This is where the story gets good, because JB had set up all the minecarts and cobwebs, and now it was just time to sit there and wait for mobs to spawn in. That's literally it. Just sitting in a minecart, riding around, knocking out some scyther. Just sit. It's a great story. It's a great story. But I'll let him tell it. Ooh, oh man. Okay, it's only been about 20 minutes. I've been riding around in a circle for like 20 minutes. I'm still chaining scythers, but I saw something on the map. I see a starter. It might be up on this tree. There it is. Oh, a Trico. One of the Gen 3 starters. All right, come on, buddy. There we go. Trico hath been, well, kind of caught. We'll come back for him later. Back to my minecart. Oh, I see another one. It's been like 30 minutes. It's working. Where'd you go? Where are you at, Bulbasaur? Oh, one of my favorite starters. Look at this guy. All right. Get boated. All right, another one down. 3 more. Back to my little minecart. Oh my gosh, there it is. I was watching a video on my monitor and I almost missed it. In my other monitor. Come here. Okay, this is the next to last one that we need. After this, I'm gonna start fishing because I think it's gonna be the fastest to fish. Where are you? Come on, Grookey. Grookey. There it is. Ah! There he is. So Sobble is the only one that I have left to get today. Can you not? Please. Okay. This took 3 hours. If you're doing this in your own world, it took 3 hours of me riding around to get all the base starters. And it took me about 5 hours to set up the minecart track with the fences around it so that I wouldn't be stopped by random Pokemon walking across the tracks. So again, if you're making this for yourself on your server, for your server mates, I think it is genuinely like a worthwhile thing to make if you're trying to get a bunch of spawns, if you're shiny chaining, if you're looking for a good IV, like, you know, starter or something. But it took me 3 hours just to get all of the starters, the jungle spawn starters, I should say, not all the starters in general. It took me way longer than that to get all those, but just the jungly ones, okay? And remember that there's a list you can check, like a Google Doc online that you can check for all of those. Anyway, let's start fishing because we got one more we got to get today. Are you still enjoying this story? It may seem a little far-fetched, but it is based on a true story. And don't worry, the story is almost over, for there's only one more starter for jblader to obtain, and that is the elusive Sobble. But don't worry, because he has a plan. Alright, here's the plan. I gotta fish in a jungle biome, and this seems like a good spot of any to fish. However, I'm gonna be using Rost berries on my fishing rod to increase the field egg group type, which Sobble is a member of, and there's not a lot of other Pokemon in this egg in this egg group type that should be caught here, so it should help me limit it down to Sobble. I'm going to plant a few berries here and farm them up because I don't have a ton on me. Let's equip the Rost berries, and I also have a small streak of Scyther that I've been working on around here. But given that we've got to catch all these Pokemon to end the episode... What? How? What are the odds of catching a Oh my... If I wasn't recording, no one would believe me. If I wasn't recording, no one would believe me that I just did this. No one would believe this if I literally am not recording. Oh my gosh. You're really bad, but oh my gosh. What I was saying was I have a small, now I think everything's going to be shiny. I have a small series of scythers that I've been chaining, right? But I've got to catch the stuff around here to end off the episode, and I'm not to the point where I am really going to get any good results out of chaining the scythers. I've only got like 10. So we're just going to end that one, and if I really want to chain stuff for shinies, which we might do in the future, then I'll just come back over, probably pick a different Pokemon, give it a shot, but for now, we're just going to fish here, and I'll save you guys the trouble. I'm sure you've seen fishing in Cobblemon before. I still can't believe that happened. Oh, come on. It's been 5 minutes. I get its evolution? Drizzile? Oh. Hey, there we go. 15 minutes in total. Not that bad. We got him. The last one. Little Sobble. And that means I just got to go around and pick up the stragglers that are in boats. So let's begin. So this was one of the Pokemon that I found, and I don't have the Hakumo-o, so we will catch this thing too. Oh sure, now you spawn that I ended my streak. I swear the game knows. There we go. Next up, hiding up here is the little cat, Litten. Aha, chilling with an Oddish. Makes sense. Another one. Be free. This is actually a Pokemon I don't have yet either. Whirlipede, Gen 5 bug type. So why not? We're filling up the decks today. Nice. Hey, another one. And that brings us to 585 in the decks. And we still got more to go. In fact, there's another one over here. Aha, the pre-pseudo-legendary. Let's go ahead and catch this one in the pre-evolution of the one we just caught a minute ago that I always forget the name of. You're immune to being asleep. This gets harder. Got it that time. Jang-Mo-o we got. Okay. And we actually got a few evolutions prepared. Let's go up here and evolve. Piplup, that can evolve twice, actually. Once into Prinplup. Ooh, really nice. And once again into the Steel Water type. And the Water type starter from Generation 4 Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, Empoleon. Ah, there it is. Awesome. And we've got another water type starter, the one from Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, native to the Hoenn region. We can evolve this little Mudkip into its next evolution, the Marshtomp. Fun fact, Mudkip is most often used for the speed run of those games, as it has high base HP, decent base stats across the board, it gets access to some solid moves, and this final evolution has great type coverage, being a water ground type, which means its only real weakness is grass. So with few resistances, it hits hard, and that is Swampert. Heck yeah, my dude, we got Swampert. Also, I would be really stupid if I didn't evolve this shiny Magikarp, patterned Magikarp. Oh, oh, it's going to be red and blue. Oh, I had no idea what this would look like, but let's do it. I don't know if I'll ever use you. Oh, that is one epic looking Gyarados. That is an amazing, oh my goodness. That is so cool. Oh, what a nice shiny to catch today. Goodness. Next up, we got the tree Pokemon, the tree gecko Pokemon, Trico. And this one's going to be annoying to catch too because I can't put it to sleep. So I'm just going to throw Pokeballs and hopefully we catch it. I'm really stubborn. I will just stand here all day. Like, I don't really care. Got it in the Dusk Ball. Oh, yeah. And I'm actually going to capitalize on my Dusk Ball right now by not sleeping and making it day, but instead trying to catch a few Pokemon that are lingering here, like the Servine and maybe even that Mankey. We can probably put it to sleep though. There we go. Got a Servine. Now, Mr. Mankey, you can be put to sleep, I think. Vital Spirit. Never mind. Scratch that. This thing is actually so solid too. Dang. Uh-huh. Oh, man. Another shiny down. Grookey, I've come back for you, my friend. Come on. Oh, I'm in a boat. Got it. Grookey has been caught too, and its evolution, Thwacky, is over here. I'm gonna just leave it for now. And after that catching, we're ready to evolve a few more Pokemon, like Drizzile here, into its final evolution, Inteleon, the Sniper Pokemon, and actually has the ability Sniper, which is the hidden ability. Pretty cool. Yeah, very nice. We can also evolve Litten a few times. First, we'll evolve it into its first evolution, Toro Cat. Nice. And then instantly into the wrestling Pokemon. If you ever watched the Sun and Moon series, then this was a really cool Pokemon that did a little bit of wrestling. And it gets the move Darkest Lariat. Oh yeah, Incineroar. Really epic animations here on Cobblemon Incineroar has. We also have the Wood Gecko Pokemon Trico. Let's go ahead and evolve it into its first evolution. Oh yeah, Grovyle, and it can evolve again into the slightly larger Wood Gecko. And the Pokemon that gets a Mega Evolution, all the third gens do, but this one is just normal old Sceptile, Solo Grass type. We're approaching the end now, just a few more evolutions. The first one here, we're going to evolve this little monkey without a... You know what? He doesn't have his little stick. He's supposed to have a little branch. Well, we're going to evolve it into its next evolution, which is Thwacky. Great name, by the way. Thwacky. Oh my gosh. There we go. He's got some drumsticks going on now, and he's going to keep the rhythm for us as it evolves from a Thwacky to a nice old Rillaboom. Awesome, and this is Peatborp's signature Pokemon this season, so yeah, only getting it for the Dex, buddy, don't worry. And since we had Snivy, we can evolve this evolution, Servine, and it's gonna lose its arms. It's gonna turn into a grass snake. There's a snake in my grass type, and it is superior, so let's go ahead and evolve this 5th gen grass starter. There we go, superior. Beautiful. And with that, we're up to 600 and even 600 Pokemon. As you saw there, I went ahead and caught the Ivysaur, which means we just need to catch Bulbasaur and Venusaur, and that is it for starters. We'll have all the starters done, generation 1 through 9. Take a look here in box 16, magical box 16, you'll see we got them all laid out here, organized, grass, water, fire, for all the generations, except Bulbasaur. So, let's go catch Bulbasaur. That'll be 601. Okay, one more Pokemon. Let's go ahead and catch this Bulbasaur over here that we put in the boat. Oh, it's hanging out with a Vigoroth. Awesome. I think I'm just gonna chuck Ultra Balls at this one. And we've done it. We've got all of the starters in the game. Okay, let me get out of here. Let me go over here and sleep. Okay, let's check the Pokedex. Oh, wait. Wait, okay, it is 601. Bulbasaur. Okay. Hold on, let me relog. Okay. It's still not showing up. What did I catch then? Oh, I don't remember having a Zoroark. Wait. I've been duped! No! No! And it was then that he realized that it wasn't a Bulbasaur at all, but an illusion. An illusion of a Zoroark looking for prey. It turned on its trainer, killing the young jblader. It crushed the Pokeball that once contained it, and now it's roaming around these woods, looking for another young trainer to prey on. It could be anyone. At least that's how the story goes, or something kind of like that. I kind of forget how the end goes, but I think it's kind of like that. So I think the healing machine's done, if you want to give it a try. Yeah, I mean, based on a true story, I guess, I don't know, it's something like that. Yeah, so go ahead. What's